now, and we all should be live. And Jason, you can continue whatever your final point was.
Oh, I was talking about the code names best of video that you made,
Mm-hmm.
and I legitimately was laughing out loud at multiple points. But
Nice.
I really like when Steph was like, "Oh, god," it's just, I was like, "Oh, no way!" It made me laugh.
Yeah. I half of my reaction gifs are now just people reacting to John as the Spy Master on Codenames Night. It's so good.
Yeah, it's good.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
All right, we should probably start the show now. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 13 of Boss Rush. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, and with me, going from left to right on your screen, we'll start with Matt from Biff Bam Pop. I'm pointing the wrong way. There he is.
Hey guys.
Hey, we also got John at Hotfire.
Hello.
And making his triumphant return, it's been a little while, Jason from downstab.com.
Hey,
welcome back.
Hey.
And since we've got you
Still
here,
alive.
we've got you here in the flesh, we've got to do this one more time. Hit the Beyonce one more time. Congratulations to you and Laura on your engagement.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got the ring.
congratulations.
Oh, yeah, put a ring on it.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Yeah,
I
show
wanted an engagement. I wanted an engagement ring too. So we got one. Also, it was like really, really cheap. So it was like
Nice.
$30.
I see Randy in the chat. Hey, Randy, how's it going?
Woo!
Yay. So, how's it feel to be engaged and have the ring on your finger all the time?
I'm getting a little used to the ring. It's not that bad. It's weird when they take it off now because I feel like it should be there. It's like a phantom ring. But I mean, gosh, Laura and I have been dating for almost 10 years, so it's not really a surprise. Literally the entire time I've known you all, like we've been together. So
Yeah.
almost a formality at this point. But it's nice. It's nice to say like finally like, oh, this is my fiance instead
Yeah.
of boyfriend girlfriend. So that's
Man,
kind of strange.
It's such a bougie term. This is my fiance.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
My fiance.
Yeah. I still
Oh.
find myself just saying girlfriend. I'm like, whatever. So
Yeah.
it's so much easier.
I feel like you just have to skip fiance, go straight to wife at some
Yes,
point.
it's a
you know,
wife.
just- there's no transition. Just
Yeah, exactly. We were actually at Home Depot a while ago, and some guy's like, "Oh, can I help you?" And I was trying to find Laura, and I was like, "I'm looking for my wife." I just wanted to make it sound easy, so that's probably what it's going to be. 'Cause we're not planning marriage until 2020, so we got some engagement time.
All right, save the
Nice.
date. Yeah, the one
Yep.
thing I will say about wedding rings that I'm still trying to get used to is this.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, isn't it? It's fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to drink, and yeah, you get that click.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
weird. It's a whole thing.
Oh, that's okay.
John.
Yeah, everyone can do it. And we can't. It's our secret. We're gonna message in Morse code
Yeah.
through wedding rings.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, only
that's how you
husbands can hear
message. Yeah, that's how you message "help me" and nobody else knows what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
it. John, how about you? What's going on?
Not a heck of a lot. I've been working a lot lately, so I haven't had a lot of time to do the things I like to do, but I squeeze it in there. So,
Okay.
yeah, I've been looking forward to this show though, because look at that. That's
Yeah.
that's such a memorable episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing, just playing when I can, and otherwise working.
Nice. How about you, Matt? What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. We're about to get snowed on. It's going to be another snowmageddon up here in Bradford. So yeah, call for 15 centimeters tomorrow.
Mm-mm.
So I'll either be
Yes.
snowmobiling or hibernating tomorrow. One of the two.
I brought my computer home from work just in case I have to work.
Yeah.
And as for us, we hosted an Oscar party over the weekend. It's a very big deal in our little household, as Steph is a huge movie buff. We watch all the Best Picture nominees just beforehand, and Steph has we invite over the family. We fill out Oscar ballots. We do red carpet bingo, and Steph has this entire menu based on all the Best Picture nominees. So, oh man, I can't remember all the names now. She still has all the cards, but all of it's themed after the different movies. So it's a big deal, and it was a lot of fun this year. I did not win, but that's okay.
That sounds
who won?
almost. Oh, yeah, go on.
sorry.
Yasha did actually.
Nice.
Yeah, so congratulations to him. He got 15 out of 24 right, which is pretty good.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
I think he works for
That
the
sounds
Academy.
identical. Oh yeah, that sounds identical to what my parents do with the little place cards with all the food stuff. It's super
Nice. All right, I think we should talk about games now, though. Let's start with I know it's been a couple of months since we've talked about games, and some really big ones have come out. So let's start with have any of you guys played Apex Legends at all?
I have, yes.
All right, tell me about it.
Coming from playing mostly Call of Duty with Matt and his wife, actually, jumping into Apex Legends was very fresh, even though I felt like I'd been sort of worn out on that whole, Fortnite, Call of Duty Battle Royale sort of system. But I found myself just playing hours and hours of this game, and there's, I don't know, I've enjoyed the different sort of mechanics that it has compared to the other games.
Okay.
Like jumping in squads as opposed to jumping separately is fantastic.
Oh, that's so good. Being able to jump out of the plane and everybody's together.
Oh, yeah. Night and day. Because then you don't get somebody that lands halfway across the map and you're like, well, this round's over.
Yeah, or the Black Ops stream where I think I jumped way too early and they were on the boat and I was like way on the other side of the map. It's just like, well, I guess it's me all alone now.
Yeah, and the reviving in that as well, where you can carry the bodies to the what do you call it,
that like respawn station thing.
Yeah, the respawn station, and it's just they did a lot of things right, and it keeps bringing me back to it, and I didn't think it would, but I'm glad I gave it a chance.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play too much of it. But like as soon as I played it, I was like, "Oh, there's some really cool stuff here." I like the 3v3 thing. I think once you also get used to the sort of Overwatch hero sort of mechanics and everyone's special abilities and stuff, it starts to make more sense. I really like how it looks. Like it looks super sharp. It looks like a AAA game, and the graphics are super crisp. I love
definitely
the physics, the feel. I love the feel of the slide, where it almost feels too gamey, but it feels good that way, where you just kind of like just careen all the way down and you could just slide all the way down hills.
Yeah.
And the shooting feels really good, and it's just so well done.
The door mechanics in it, so you open and close doors, obviously. Yep. So there was a guy that was trying to kill me once, and he downed me, and he tried to get into the room to finish me off, and I just kept opening the door. He kept opening the door, and I kept closing it. Opening the door, closing it. It took him like 6 tries to get in the room to kill me. It was fantastic.
Oh man. Yeah, we should definitely do that on stream at some point. I know it's like 3s, but we'll figure out a way.
I have yet to even download it, so
you guys go
ahead. I want to. I just never got around to it.
Okay, I would say if you're gonna play any battle royale game at this point, try Apex.
Yeah,
I know you've been like the lone standout in our group who hasn't played Fortnite yet. And I think maybe now is the time you can like just let it go for good and try something else.
You did it, man. You outlasted Fortnite.
I survived.
Fortnite.
Yeah. Like we've all played as a group. I know Chris and Rachel have played Fortnite. I've watched. Yeah, like so many people I know play Fortnite. And you were the one. You were like the one person who has not played Fortnite.
I know. I've also never played Minecraft. I feel like
I have not either, actually.
Staples.
Oh my god!
High five. Uh-oh, Jason froze.
Uh-oh.
Well,
see, he never played Minecraft, so his computer just
the computer just crashed.
Microsoft just pulled the plug on you.
The people from Fortnite are at his front door like daily, just knocking on it. Are you there?
Yeah, they're just building a fort around his house.
Yeah, you better be playing our game right
at night.
Yeah. All right, since John, we've got you here. Have you been playing anything else?
I have been playing actually quite a bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which absolutely surprised me. I played through is it Origins, I believe. That's the one in London. Is that the one?
No,
Syndicate or something?
I think Syndicate's the one in London.
Syndicate. Yeah. And because I wanted to try and get back into this whole series, and I figured, okay, that's a good one. I figured I would like that. So I tried it and played it, and it was pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was Assassin's Creed and those mechanics. And what really surprised me about Odyssey is that my brother Matt had said that I should try and play Witcher 3. And so I went and I played that, and I absolutely loved it. And I went back to Assassin's Creed for Odyssey, and I was blown away by how similar it was to Witcher 3 and that sort of mechanic. It's like an adventure RPG as opposed to the usual Assassin's Creed gameplay, if that makes any sense to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's quite good, and the story's very good, and I was just kind of blown away that they went in that direction and it succeeded, because there are so many other games like that try and fail, and they've actually, you could put it right on the shelf beside Witcher and sell it as the same type of game, and I think everyone would believe that.
Wow.
That's high praise.
Yeah, really
high praise.
I liked it a lot.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I really did not like Assassin's Creed 3. I think like I'd played all of them up until that point. I hated Assassin's Creed 3.
I think it's the most hated game. If you
Yeah,
I think
very
by
divisive.
score, by crowd opinion.
Yeah. And it by the time I got to Assassin's Creed 4, like I was just kind of done. I didn't want to play it. I know people love like the whole pirate ship aspect of it.
I love Black Flag, one of my favorites.
I couldn't get into it. I think just because I felt so burned by the last one, and I have not played an Assassin's Creed since. But I've been hearing nothing but great things about the last 2 games in the series.
And there's a lot of ship play in this one as well, in Odyssey, and it's very satisfying. Every hit feels like a hit, and you can. I'm just praising it. I'll keep doing that because it's a great game.
Okay. At some point, I guess I should try that out. Because
you can do the Spartan kick. That's another thing that feels absolutely fantastic. It's like one of the things that you can do in battle, and it just feels so rewarding. Like you can feel the thud, and it's just great.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna cut in here. I usually save my games for last, but I got a couple big ones we have to talk about here. Get these off at the top of the show. The 2019 Game of the Year, Tetris 99. I have played it. You guys had a chance to play it. I'm calling it now, Tetris 99 Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I got my aunt to play that at the kitchen table the other night, and she was like completely loving it. It was I play it in bed. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah,
what is the deal with Tetris now? Like, where did it come? It was gone, and now it's back, and I don't know. Now it's
it never left.
It never left.
No, but like, I don't know. It's like somebody was around the table, was like, "All right, you know what? Tetris, it's time."
It's time.
Because between Puyo Puyo Tetris and Tetris Effect and Tetris 99, it is having a bit of a renaissance right now.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Just 3 very different flavors of Tetris, and all of them are doing well. So. I mean, Tetris is timeless. It's, I think, the closest thing we will get in society to a perfect game.
Okay, but what makes this one the game of the year?
Okay, so imagine Tetris. And now put 98 other people around you also playing Tetris at the same time. Game of the year.
My worst nightmare.
So,
yeah, right.
Like the way it works is that, like if you were playing one-on-one Tetris, I would score multiple blocks, or like I would create multiple lines in a row. I would drop my junk blocks to the person beside me. This has a mechanic where you can kind of choose where your junk blocks go. So with using I think it's the right stick, you can actually pinpoint one of the exact people. So as you can see, like to the left and right of my boards, those are all the other people playing with me. You can actually just point to the person of, I want to send my stuff to that person. And if you are if you are like heady enough, you can look at the guy's board, the person's board, and see, oh, that guy's almost at the top. Let's go target that person, send my stuff there. But you can also auto aim. So there's at the top where you see where it says KOs, random, badges, and attackers. So if you pick KOs, it will attack the person who has the highest board for your best chance at knocking someone out. If you pick random, it's just random. If you pick attackers, anyone that's attacking you, so those 2 lines that are like pointing at me, those people are attacking me, and you will attack them back. And the last one is badges. So the way badges work is that as you knock people out, you gain badges, which give you more junk blocks that you will drop on other people's boards. And so you want to, like, you can do the equivalent of hiding in the bathroom in Tetris 99, of just kind of like clearing out your blocks and not trying to like take anyone out. But by the time you get to like top 10, everyone's got a whole bunch of badges, and they'll just like dump 20 blocks on you at once if you don't have the badges to counteract it. So you kind of have to find the right balance of picking your spots while not also getting attacked by someone really good. And so it's really cool how they managed to get like a battle royale style battle system into Tetris. And like I
It's
didn't
the
even
Fortnite of Tetris.
I didn't even understand it at first, but like once I figured out, like, oh, this actually has like more depth to it than I thought, and it does make the game a lot like it makes the game more interesting. And Tetris in itself is already pretty interesting to me.
Yeah.
And the pace is phenomenal. Like you just jump in and it goes, and it's like, are you ready? And you better be ready, because it just goes.
Are you ready? I don't care.
Yeah. And it tells you like, oh, there's 50 players left. Oh, there's 10 players left. Whatever you're at, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta like.
That's all I'd see. It would say there's 50 players left, and you're not one of them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure the very first time I played, I was literally 90. So I was like, oh crap. But I got better from there. It just went up and up. So
yep. John, have you won yet?
No, I haven't. I was top. I think I was 5th once.
Oh man.
And then. Yeah, it was brutal, and I barely made it out at 5th. Like I was putting one down, and it was like one line, and it was all at the top. It was crazy.
Wait, where did you get this Tetris skill from? I didn't know you were good at Tetris.
I got it from my mama.
Oh,
well, I surmised that I should have probably got some skill as well, but I didn't.
You took it
You
off.
should have seen. I had Mom and Annie Linda playing on the weekend on the.
My aunt's a
kitchen table
huge
with
Dr.
the Switch.
Mario fan too.
Oh,
so
okay.
Maybe
nice.
that'll have a resurgence. Who knows?
Dr. Mario 99, I could see that happening. Although
Yeah.
Dr. Mario is a really weird Tetris game.
Yeah,
or like a really
that's a
weird
weird
puzzle
one.
game in that like I don't like the pacing of Dr. Mario. I feel like you quickly get to a point of, oh, I intentionally need to make this bad move because there's just nowhere for this piece to go.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
spend the next half an hour trying to dig yourself out of that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if there's any other games that would be good. 99.
Tetris Attack / Puzzle League 99 would be great.
Ooh.
Puyo Puyo 99, I guess, would work. Yeah.
So the 99 being the battle royale aspect of it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
99 people. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Tetris proves like you could put almost any puzzle game in a battle royale format.
Yeah.
And it's quick too. Like if you lose, whatever, you get back out to the main menu or you rematch, and you're back in within like a minute.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah, very little downtime.
What do you guys think? Like right now, it's free if you have the Nintendo Online service. And I have been very vocal about how bad the online service is. And what do you guys think about Nintendo saying like, okay, we're not going to have like voice chat in the traditional sense, and our like retro game offering is going to be weak, but you can play Tetris 99 on it.
Sold
It's like,
every
it's
year.
just
I
look
would
over
buy it.
here.
Yeah.
Look over here.
And I think it's a really interesting tactic that like Sony and Microsoft haven't really done, of like these exclusive games you can only get through this service. And like it doesn't seem like it took a lot of work for Nintendo to put this together. And like and it works brilliantly, and people are it's a huge hit game, and like people are streaming it on Twitch all the time, and it just seems like a brilliant move to get people to sign up for the service if they're not going to do, the actual stuff that people need.
Yeah.
It's so brilliant. Yeah.
I think it's definitely a game like of the time. 5-6 years ago, and this genre didn't exist, it would have happened. So I think it's good capitalizing on fad market, if you will, and taking advantage.
Yeah. All right. A couple other things, I guess, while we're talking about hot new releases. We should talk about this game, Anthem.
Yeah.
So
Never heard of it.
Man, from the makers of the Mass Effect series, Dragon Age, the reviews for this game have not been particularly good. I think on Metacritic right now it is trending at a 60. I played the demo, and I'm only a few hours into the game, and I have to say, 60 seems kind of low to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know JJ has like been on our group chat saying that he loves the game. It's amazing. It's better than Destiny. Like I've never played Destiny or any of these sort of looter shooter style games.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I also haven't played, like, it seems like a lot of people were reviewing the early access version, which didn't have the day one patch.
Yeah.
And I will say,
really,
like,
really buggy.
yeah. So it was really buggy at the time when people were reviewing the game. This footage is from the demo, which I thought didn't run particularly well, and I find that the final version of it is a lot smoother, less frame rate dips, and so on and so forth. And from what I've played so far, I think it's pretty good. The shooting's really good. The flying is really fun. It's the closest thing to being Iron Man in a video game.
Yes.
And like just the combat mechanics, the idea of like, oh, there's just swarms of enemies and everyone has their sort of different abilities. Like I'm playing as the Storm class right now, which is the equivalent of like a wizard or a mage. And you just kind of float up in the air, and then I can summon lightning and like knock a dozen guys over at once, and then someone else can hit them with an explosion to create a combo. And it feels like as the difficulty gets higher, there's a lot of opportunities to create like cool combos and setups like that. And I don't know, it's enjoyable. The combat's really fun. The story is, I mean, it's not Mass Effect level storytelling, but I find it to be a lot better than your traditional action game. And so like I have a hard time seeing where this ultimately falls off. Like even if this is the exact same game between the beginning and the end of the game, like I still think it's better than a 6 out of 10.
See, I've heard that much like Destiny as well, that the end game is where it lacks its meat. Again, I've never played it. This is just what I've read online, but they say that it's great to play through and it's a lot of fun, but the end game sort of leaves you like, okay, what do I do now? Like it's sort of, and it's not the only game to have fallen in that trap, but who knows? I haven't played it, so.
Just jumping in here real quick. Jenna says, "Sup, fam? Hey, Jenna. Thank you for dropping by." And so early on, like I'm only a couple of hours in, I can't pass any sort of final judgments on it, but I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. And I don't know if you guys have any plans on picking up Anthem. I don't blame you for not being scared away by the review scores and stuff, but I think I would have even more fun playing this in a squad.
Yeah. I mean, I played the demo. I enjoy the demo. But man, it's another game like that's going to take so much time to play. And it requires such a commitment.
It's game prices, right? It's game prices. Like you gotta.
Well, that too, yeah.
It's hard to pick and choose, right? Like $100 a game now is steep,
Yeah, it's true.
But
so actually, about that, I pre-ordered this game years ago as part of like an Amazon E3 deal. So Jason, I don't know if we've talked about this, but in Canada, to compensate for the game prices jumping from $60 to $80. A lot of retailers started doing promos where they would cut like 25-30% off a brand new game's price if you pre-ordered it during E3. And I pre-ordered Anthem like a couple years ago. And at some point, it also went on sale. So I got my copy of Anthem for half price, brand new.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I would buy it for half price, 100%.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Yeah.
It's BioWare, right?
Yeah.
Come on, BioWare, send me a copy for half price. There we go.
Yeah, you know what? I think they're listening. Listening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
They're absolutely watching right now.
You can put it on the shelf next to The Witcher 3 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You never know. All right. I've got a couple other games here, but let's see how we're doing for time first. So let's jump over to Matt. What are you playing?
Man, I'm still playing COD, and it's mainly because my wife is addicted to it, and she has actually made the game more fun for me.
Oh,
now,
nice.
So because I played it like a ton, and I kind of got a little bit burnt out on it, but now she's playing it, and her brother, my brother-in-law, he's also playing it, and so I mean we're squatting up almost every night, if not like every second night at least. We've made friends online that join in with us now, like just random people. We met this guy who turned out that he lives in Northern Ontario somewhere. So we always end up playing. He jumps on. John plays with us now when he can get on, and it's just cool. It's worked out really well. Everybody really enjoys it. But yeah, like I said, I was kind of getting burnt out on it, and then her sort of interest in it, and she kind of fell in love with it, and that's kind of made me sort of re fall in love with it. So yeah, it's good. We're having a bunch of fun with it.
And you guys are playing mostly Battle Royale at this point?
Almost entirely Battle Royale. Yeah. We played multiplayer. Like she actually prestige before I did. I think I told you guys that before, which is still on my shelf of embarrassment, but I'll keep that away. But yeah, it's mainly Blackout. They've got this new one out called Hot Pursuit, which is one of the biggest parts of the Battle Royale was that when you die, you're out, and that kind of was really frustrating.
Mhm.
I know John got frustrated a lot when he first got in. You're like, man, we just dropped, now I'm dead. But now Hot Pursuit,
Rage quit.
yeah, basically. Hot Pursuit now, as the circle closes in, at each point, you can respawn if your teammates are still alive. If at least one person on your team is still alive, up to a total of I think 5 times. So it adds a really cool dynamic to it, because before you'd get into the center circle and it's getting really small and there'd be like maybe 5-6 guys, but now you get into a center circle which is like maybe the size of a town, perhaps like the one you're looking at now on the screen, and there's like 45 or 50 dudes all or people all in this circle, and it's just chaos and it's great. So yeah, it definitely adds a new level to it, so it's been fun. They've been pretty good with updating it and keeping it fresh.
That's a pretty big change to the game. It sounds really good. Yeah, so this footage was from the night that we played, and of course this was the playing Blackout. Like, I guess just because I've played a lot of traditional Call of Duty, this was a really big change for me. Just the pacing of, like, we walked around for 20 minutes, and actually we played for like 2 hours, and I didn't kill anyone, and I just got dropped every time, was really demoralizing for me. But it seemed like a pretty well done battle royale game otherwise. I'm very curious to see how you guys would respond to Apex when you get a chance to do that.
Yeah, I've played a couple rounds of Apex, but certainly not enough to make any sort of opinion on it, or to form any sort of opinion on it. But what I'm interested with, especially with Blackout, is that I want to know what they're going to do with it, because they've tiered it and they've sort of got this ranking system almost identical to Fortnite. Whereas Fortnite is sort of perpetual with updates. But Blackout, as far as I know right now, is tied specifically to Black Ops 4. So what do they do? Do they continue? Does this sort of last and sort of, exist on it by itself? Or does it, does Black Ops 5 or whatever the next game have its own version of this, in which case all of our progress is now nullified and we have to start again? Which I don't know if I'm up for, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
And they've got these things where you pay to get tier. You can pay to get tiers, very similar to Fortnite and I guess I'm assuming Apex as well. But again, those games are on this sort of loop, this infinite loop of just keep playing. Whereas if this one ends, I think they're going to have a lot of unhappy customers.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
so I don't know.
So shout outs to, I wonder if the notification is going to pop up here. I hope I didn't mess it up. I hope the alert pops up, but I see on my screen here. Gorechase, thank you so much for following the channel. Thank you. Truly appreciate that. I'm going to hit a different button just in case. Just in case it doesn't show up, you'll get a map win here. Yeah.
Yay.
And also, thank you to Ice Cream Mikey for following the channel. That was before the show started, but thank you. In my mind, just went, there it is. There we go. Gorechase. Yeah.
Hey.
There you go. Thank you, Gorechase.
Mind blown.
Yeah, anything more to add on Blackout?
No, just that I'm interested to see where it goes.
All right. Jenna says, I don't know if you mentioned it already, but I can see my scared face button. Oh, can I see my scared face button? I did not make it as a button just yet, Jenna. And also, because this is Boss Rush, I only have like a handful of buttons here, because I programmed like 80 buttons for this show. So I only have like a handful. So like I only have like the yeah. So I have like the throw the controller. I have a Jason one here. I have the Matt one you've already seen. I've got one John, the Beyonce one that's gonna get removed, and then yeah, one more for Chris and Rachel. Shout outs to Chris and Rachel. Twitch.tv/doublejump. Couldn't be here today, but shout out to them. All right. All right, Jason. So it's been a long time since we discussed what have you been playing. So tell us what you've been playing.
Well, there's a game that I think a little flew under the radar, so maybe you didn't hear of it, but I played it it came out last year, but I finally played it. It was called God of War.
That little dude.
I've never heard of that. Is that like an indie, or what is that?
I don't think it's indie. I just think a lot of people didn't know it existed.
I thought the last one was trash, actually. So
yeah, exactly. So I think that this one was just a random game that no one played. But you all missed out because this game was freaking great. So no, oh man, God of War, from like the 3rd minute into the game, I was like, this game is amazing. And
Yep.
it was, and like, I mean, God of War is always known about like huge battles and all that, but like the little tweaks to gameplay and how it's kind of Dark Souls-y, and I mean, it was just so fun. And I could absolutely see why it was Game of the Year for the Game Awards. Like, totally get it. And it was one of the games where after I beat it, like, I won't give any spoilers, but it was over, and I was like, no, like, don't be done. Like, I just wanted to keep going. And like, it's kind of relatively short. It wasn't a really, really long game. But it was worth it the entire time. And like, I cannot wait to see the next game that they do, which hopefully they do something soon. Yeah, man, that game just delivered. And having played like a lot of the games previously, I think I only missed Ascension on the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
It really plays into your like knowing of Kratos and like where he's come from. Because yeah, like just that character's evolution and everything else that's new is just super great. I think you've all actually played it, right? I think everyone here has played it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't yet.
Oh, John.
Oh, John.
Oh, not yet.
John.
No,
Well, I've never heard of this franchise before. I didn't know it was available. So
now you're the Jason.
I know.
But no, it's great, and yeah, I love it, and I don't mind like missing out on. Oh, it came out a year ago. You just played it now. Like, do whatever. Just get out there and you got to play it. It was super great.
Yeah. God of
Is there
War.
anything more satisfying than recalling your axe?
No, oh, it's so fun. And like,
the best.
Yeah, I would just occasionally be like, "Can I throw my axe all the way over there and then call it back through this door?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can." So that's great. Yeah.
Or like getting
and,
collectibles by throwing it and then letting it drop and then pulling
just
it
letting
back
yeah,
through another door.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
It was fun, and like I don't want to give any spoilers for John's sake, but there's a lot of cool moments, and I think like if you know the character and like it plays into like more information like that you gather, and I really like that aspect of the game because the developers give people that have invested more time like more out of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like seeing Kratos and he has like the wraps around his wrists. And Laura's like, oh, what happened to his arms? Because she like hasn't played the previous games, and I'm like, well, let me tell you.
How long do you have?
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's just stuff like that I really appreciate, and yeah, it was cool. Very, very fun game. Glad I finally played it.
Yeah. In Game of the Year voting, I know I emphatically picked Celeste as my Game of the Year. God of War was like that close. It is so insanely good. And I was having a conversation with a friend about like how God of War looks, and to me, I always envisioned this like the start of next generation. The games would look like this, and it's taken. I thought that was the jump we were going to get, and we didn't get it. And I thought we weren't going to get it at all. But God of War is clearly like that sort of next gen level game, and it looks phenomenal. I love as you've been saying, like. They were kind of cagey about like weren't they all saying like this is like a reboot or reimagining, or they were trying to dodge the fact that this was connected to the other games.
Yeah, but it's directly connected.
It's directly connected, and they do it in such a cool way. If you've played those older games, lots of nice nods to the previous entries in the series. But I feel like if you haven't played those, you're probably still okay too.
I think you are because it does give you sort of its own isolated story.
Yeah.
I think certainly you could take this game, play it, and then go back and play the other games and get just the same sort of fulfillment out of it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, so I love that. I love what they did with the combat system. Like I love the old combat system as well, but this just feels a little more weighty to it, and it's still a lot of fun and challenging, and you can do some crazy combos in it as well in a different way. And it's even
some of the more traditional weapons feel good, even if they don't work quite the same way, but they feel really, really good.
Yep, for sure.
Yep. And I think just like the new lore, like I know nothing about Norse mythology like really at all, so like it was kind of cool, and like I don't know, all the surprises that came through and all the crazy characters. Like it was fun. It was a definitely memorable game for sure.
Yeah. How have we gone this far and not said boy?
I know, right?
Atreus is such a good character too.
He is a good character, and he has a really good arc, and I can appreciate that. So,
he does, yeah.
Yeah. I want
My
more.
favorite part though are the dwarfs, the blacksmiths.
Yeah, yeah,
They're great.
That's what I had in mind, but I was like, oh, these new characters. But they're
Yeah.
Brock and Sindri, whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Great.
All right. How anything else you've been playing, Jason?
Yes.
Right.
So I always try to get something on all my consoles I'm playing at all times. So I picked up super duper cheap on Amazon. I got Starlink for
All
the
right.
Switch. Yeah, I'm part of the club now. So I only got,
R-Wings. I don't have my R-Wing. It's in a box.
I know I put mine away. Actually, it's too far away.
Mm.
Anyways, I got the Switch one because, of course, I wanted Fox and I wanted the R-Wing. I actually would have really preferred just the digital one because I don't need all that other stuff.
Mhm.
But this is a really good game, and I think it's an Ubisoft game. So like you get all that same stuff: exploration, find things, you can see more things, do stuff, you can do more stuff. But like that being said, I think that this formula could really, really actually work for an actual dedicated Star Fox game, which I really hope happens. And beyond that, I think credit to the team that made this game because the story's pretty cool, and like the characters, they kind of throw them at you at the very beginning, but I think they got some depth to them. Like I want to know more about them, and I don't know, like it kind of surprised me. Yay, R-Wing in the stream.
Yeah.
And beyond that, I mean, I think the biggest draw is obviously Fox and crew. And they're not just tacked on. They're like got their own story. They have their own voice lines, like characters interact with them. So it's kind of like you're getting a whole extra part of the game that you wouldn't get on the PS4 or Xbox One. And if you saw, I think maybe 2 weeks ago was during the Nintendo Direct, they're going to add the other Star Fox characters into the game. So it'll be like
awesome.
playable. So like Slippy, Peppy, and Falco will eventually be playable as well.
Oh,
And
very
their
cool.
backstory
cool.
as well,
Cool.
right? Yeah.
Yep, their own
Wow.
stuff too. So
That's
I
cool.
think that's a cool upgrade. And yeah, man, I actually wrote a piece about it on my blog too. Just how I want to see more of this as like a fleshed out Star Fox game. Like I don't see why it just couldn't be that.
Are you going to be able to buy their physical ships though? That'd be cool.
I think
don't
they
know.
all fly R-Wings though.
They all fly R-Wings, but I mean, I guess you could get the
Yeah,
pilots.
but they're pilots,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I don't know.
Pilots, yeah, true.
Let's hope not, because I don't want to have to buy any more of them. But yeah. I know Jets played it. Have you guys played it too, or no?
Yeah.
I originally slammed this game for being way too repetitive,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I have to sort of say that I'm guilty of going back to it more than once. Like it's super fun. It's super fun and addictive. Even I mean, it's still repetitive.
Yes,
but
it's still repetitive.
Yes, very much so.
It's super fun repetitive, if that makes sense. Like I don't mind. I don't stay on as long as I used to, but I can get in there and play for a bit, and it's still excellent fun.
Yeah, it's super fun to just look up and be like, I want to go there, and then you fly over there. Like that's really great. More stuff should happen like on the way, but yeah, for sure, that's a great
Yeah.
aspect.
And the fact that there's only about 200 feet between solid ground and space.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just shoot up and you're gone. I love it.
Yeah, it's such a cool transition. Just going like, oh, yep, nope, I'm in outer space now, gone.
Yeah,
So well done.
see, and like it would work well in like Star Fox formula if they're like, oh no, they're invading above us, and like you like shoot up and like fight in space, and then they're like, oh crap, the base, and you have to go back down, and like, why did no one do this? Like, why didn't this game do this? Why didn't No Man's Sky do this?
And the space battles are they're epic in this game. They're great when you fight the big
pretty-
freighters and stuff.
The combat system in this game is so good.
Yeah, it's
very
cool.
tight. Very
And it's
tight.
weird, like the whole when you're like sort of in that hover mode and you basically have a jump.
A jump,
And like
yeah.
those are actually really I think those are better than the space fights. But yeah, you end up jumping and like flicking around. So it's so good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I really enjoy.
But didn't we talk about the fact that it's so bizarre that it becomes a platformer at that point?
Yeah, exactly. There's times where I'm like, I can't reach that. Like I have to like.
But then you realize that you're in a ship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yet I can't get to the top of this 10-foot building because my ship won't jump that high.
And I can't get out and like climb something.
Yeah.
So,
I still say it's weird that when you're in your ship and blades of grass are as tall as your ship.
Yeah,
it's
like
space
grass. It's really tall.
Okay,
Space
there
grass.
you go. Face enough.
Space grass. Hashtag space grass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Space grass.
Yeah, I beat the game and I was kind of down on it for the repetitiveness. I think like the very end of the game, like there's this final sort of you need to do these things in order to finish it. And when I realized what I had to do, I was like, oh my god, I have to grind out like 20 quests in order to do this thing. And it's like, and like you could do whatever you want, but like the most efficient way was for me to do this like 1 or 2 mission types like 10 times in a row. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to do this. But like as you were saying, like the framework for a future dedicated Star Fox game is like all there.
Yeah,
if they put a bit more variety into it, then like this is a killer game. Period.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that this was like a feel the water sort of demo for Nintendo, and then they'll see. Because I mean, let's be honest. When was the last Star Fox game? It was like 20 years ago. That was actually good. So hopefully they can jump off from here.
Yeah, I would love to see either a Starlink 2 or just this spun off as a dedicated Star Fox game with more time and more variety. Like they've got it.
Yep.
All right, how are we doing for time? I've got like 2 other games. Yeah, I think we got time to talk about these.
Go for it.
One of them,
Speed gaming.
We'll do these super quick. It's this strategy game called Wargroove on the Nintendo Switch, coming out for PS4 later this year. I mean, just looking at the video, obviously it looks like Advance Wars, and it plays a lot like Advance Wars. And if you are in the market to play something like Advance Wars, you will probably be pleased with this one.
So, what game is this like?
It is like Advance Wars in the Fire Emblem universe. And so like it has the parallel units of like, oh, here's your soldiers, here's your mechs, these are the equivalents of the tanks and your fighter jets and bombers. Like it's all almost all the same. Where it has, I think the big difference with this game is that it has hero units in it. So in Advance Wars, your commanders are just kind of like, they're not in the game itself. But here they're super powerful units that are, so as you can see, like the guy with sort of the man bun on my screen on the red team there, he's one of the hero units that I have. Super strong character, and he has like he has pretty much like an ultimate. Like every hero character has an ultimate. They're super strong. The trade-off is if they get killed in battle, game over, you automatically lose. So you kind of have to find the right balance of using that character's strengths without making them overly vulnerable and losing the game instantly. Because there will be times, and this has happened to me multiple times, where I've played a level for an hour, that person gets hit with an ultimate, and then I've lost all my progress.
Dang it.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've heard about that game, is that the fights can take such a long time, and there's no saving, there's no anything to, and it's very frustrating for some of the reviews I've heard that it takes forever to win some of these battles, and at the last second you can make a bad move and everything's over, and then you got to start again.
Yep. And I believe they're adding a proper save system into it. Right now you can like save and quit, and you will continue where you left off. But if you die later on, like you can't reload a previous save. You got to start from the beginning.
Wow.
And that's what makes that tougher, is that the default difficulty setting is actually pretty hard. So like I've died multiple times along the way, and I've died like an hour plus into stages, and it's really cooled my interest in playing through it. That said, there's like an arcade mode, which is it's a much snappier way of playing the game. It's like, here's 5 maps, you play through them one at a time. It's random levels each time. So you kind of get the essence of it without being like stuck in hour plus missions. And then it's also got multiplayer as well. It has asymmetrical multiplayer, which is great because I'm just going to sit there and play like all the way through.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And so like if you really want to play an Advance Wars style game, like I think that between the hero units and some of the stuff they cleaned in the margins, this is probably a better one of those that you can play on a modern platform. Personally, I would rather play Into the Breach or a Fire Emblem game at this point.
Nice. I have a random question for the group. How do you all feel about like Fog of War in a game like this? I personally do not like it.
Really?
I don't know. It's not for me.
I could take or leave it. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm fine with it. Like if it makes sense within the context of the story, then that's fine by me.
Okay, I guess there's a caveat. Like I think it depends on how the game is handled. Yeah, like for sure. Of course, the unit can't see forever, but I feel like if not seeing forever leads to instances where you don't know what's coming and then you die and then you start over, and the whole point was for you to learn later so you know that it's coming. It's kind of cheesy. So does this game do that, or is it kind of done in a good way? Like, how does it kind of
mean, they also give you units that can see farther than the average unit, so the dog units actually can see really far. And they tell you specifically, like, lead with your pups and go on mountains so you can see farther ahead than you normally would.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep.
Well, I still don't like it, but I can dig that.
You know what? I don't like it either just because you don't like it.
Thanks, John. He is
You're
a great
welcome.
guy.
I still take it or leave it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Wargroove, pretty solid. Not necessarily for me, but I would say a good game overall. And one more thing. We should talk about this one because it came out today, and I don't know if I'm going to pick it up yet, but I've picked up all the other ones in the series up to this point. Trials Rising.
Yeah.
So
I
here's
like
the
these
thing.
games.
See this level, which looks very deserty and very cloudy?
Yeah.
I'm playing the Nintendo Switch version, and if you play this on a PS4 and Xbox One, it looks vastly different. There's no fog, and it has way more background elements because they scaled down the graphics considerably to make it run on
Processing
the Switch.
power.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
nice.
it's crazy how much they toned it down on the Switch to make it work. Like, I didn't even think Trials was that graphically intensive of a game to begin with, you know? Maybe I just take it for granted, but like when you look, unfortunately I don't have video of the Xbox One or PS4 versions, but side by side, this particular level looks nuts.
Yeah, I bet.
Wow.
And they also toned down the frame rate, so this is only 30 frames versus 60, but that didn't really bother me. Like, it was fairly consistent. That said, it still plays like a Trials game, so if you enjoy that sort of racing puzzle action, it still plays really well, and like, I really want to play it on the Switch because I feel like that is the best place for this style of game, like just being able to play it on the go.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And
Bite-sized gaming.
Like, I know the graphic dip is so huge, but like, it looks okay. It still runs well enough, and like, as you can see, like, it's still like consistent frame rate even if it's 30 and the graphical detail isn't quite there. So I might just stick with this one and go. But yeah, I love the Trials games so much. Like, it's just such a simple mechanic, and they've made it like such a good video game.
Yeah, it's good. Is this you playing right now?
Yes.
I keep seeing you make all these big jumps, and I'm like, you should be doing flips, because like whenever I go, I'm like, flip around.
Yeah, this was taken when I just first started playing the demo, so
no excuse yet.
That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
It's actually fun. During the demo, they give you goals when you go back to play that level again of like, do 5 front flips and 3 back flips before you beat it.
I think that's probably the reason why I'm thinking of it. I'm like, yeah, you got to get all those things.
Yeah. Jenna says I played this on the Xbox. Yep. My first was, it wasn't Trials HD. I played the one after Trials HD, which I cannot remember what it's called.
Like Evolution or something like that?
Something like that. That was my first Trials, then I went back, and then I played everything else since. Oh, this game also has loot boxes in it. I don't know if you actually pay for loot boxes with like actual money, but as you can see, I got a dab.
Oh, and it's got dabs.
It's got dabs.
Right,
also, yeah, we got to do that one more time, and that'll probably be a GIF at some point.
I'm gonna have to hard pass right now.
Can we all do a group dab, and then I'll just crop this as like one?
That's not gonna happen.
Damn it.
No.
You know what, Jet? I'll do it for you because I like you.
All right.
John's just a yes man.
There it is.
Tonight I feel like it.
You know what? I call shenanigans on Trials because these guys are
like
landing with their bikes on things and not putting his feet down, and he's still staying on the bike. I don't believe it.
Jenna also says, please don't dab.
Yeah,
I know.
Thanks, Jenna.
I know.
Don't worry, we got you.
Yeah.
I feel icky. I feel.
Jason and I got you, Jenna. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many perfect times to be doing backflips. It's kind of hurting my face to see this.
Hashtag backflips forever.
Yeah.
Now, what if I was doing a backflip and dabbing at the same time?
Nope. Then it negates the coolness of the backflip.
Exactly.
Would that be called a dab flip?
There you go.
Oh my God. No, stop encouraging him. He wants to get viewers, not lose viewers.
Yes, fair enough.
Yes.
Do you guys ever watch dab cringe videos on YouTube? It's hilarious. It's like when they do random crowd shots at sporting events and things, and where the kids are going crazy with the dabs. It's hilarious. So awkward.
Don't promote dabs.
I'm just saying.
Friends don't let friends dab.
That's right.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
So, but let's move on from this topic.
All right.
I just like Jenna's comment. Please don't dab.
Please don't dab.
Okay, I think that's all the game. Oh, one more thing, and I'm just gonna throw this out there real quick because I don't have any footage of it or anything because I thought we would be running long on time. Shout out to Chris and Rachel. I played Greece while we were on hiatus,
Right.
and I thought that game was fantastic.
Did you have an emotional reaction as they did?
Maybe not quite as strong as they did, but I did have an emotional reaction to it, and it is very well done. And I noticed that this GIF is looping and not ending, so it's just going to be their heads laughing this whole time.
Now I'm self-conscious. It's like they're laughing at us.
Yeah.
They're laughing at
That
us.
was not their emotional reaction to the
No,
game.
they wouldn't have said that.
Something's really, really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's reaction to John thinking that Africa was a country. Anyway,
actually no. That was me saying Butts Berry Farm, but I do
right,
have.
yeah.
There is one of us realizing that Germany or John thought Germany wasn't a country, and Chris just has this like shocked, oh my god, and that cropped that into a button.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Codenames is a hard game sometimes. You don't.
Thanks, man. I
You don't
appreciate
see
that.
everything.
Especially if you think Africa is a country.
Yeah. All I know about Africa, I learned from Toto.
Listen, I got Wolverine for the last month and a half, so now it's your turn.
There it is. Yeah.
All right. I think it is time for us to play a game.
Oh, here
It's
we go.
time.
Okay. So this is I've been doing brand new games every time. At some point I'm going to recycle some games because it's really hard to come up with new games.
Totally
But
fine,
today
man.
we are going to be
Drinking
playing
game.
an all-time classic. Let me pull up this here, and if I can find the I have to hit this button.
Tell the viewers at home we have no idea what he's doing.
Yeah.
We are playing a little game called Pictionary. I'm going to be
Oh,
drawing
wow.
in real time, and you guys
Oh
are
my
going
God.
to try and guess what I am drawing.
Okay.
All right?
Maybe we should go back to dabbing.
So the way this is
no,
going
it's
to
not
work,
dabbing.
I've got a cup of paper. Shout out to Steph who picked out the characters and cut
Thanks,
out the
Steph.
pieces.
Thanks, Steph.
And I'm going to
He's a real
randomly
MVP.
draw one, and I'm going to try and draw these characters to the best of my ability. Yell it out if you think you know what it is, and the first to 3 wins.
Okay.
All right.
Can we set this up a bit, Jet? What
Okay.
would you rank your artistic ability on a level of 1 to 10?
I would rank it at a 2, and also I don't have a stylus, so I'm drawing with a mouse. So
Even better.
this is
Okay,
going
great.
to be even better.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
I just wanted to know what I was, getting into. That's all.
Yeah.
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 Do we get categories or themes or anything like that, or just you're gonna
They're
go?
all characters.
Oh, okay.
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 Excellent. That narrows
Like-
it down.
Characters from Friends or characters from Halo?
Yeah.
Like,
Characters
what are we talking
from
about?
video games.
Okay.
All right.
Video game characters. Got it.
I mean,
Okay.
there is a Friends video game, so you
All right, I
got
have
that.
Oh,
not-
that's true.
I have not practiced any of these, so
Do you know what they are at least, or are they all a surprise?
let's just go with it. All right, so here we
Okay.
go.
So we just yell it out when we know it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and go.
Pikachu.
It's Jet.
Cool spot.
What is? It's the Pope. What?
Slender Man?
Is it a
It looks like Slender Man.
no, I can see it.
Spider-Man. Stretch
It's,
Armstrong.
Is that a head or a hat? Like, is that a whole
That's
body?
a question, right?
That's a question.
Okay, it's Mr. Perfect.
It's Texas.
It's like a wedding dress? Like Rapunzel or something?
The middle kind of looks like a steak.
It looks like China from the WWE.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
Oh my.
Look
That's
at those
not
meaty
it.
legs.
Beyonce.
So-
Is it
Celeste.
Beyonce? It looks like the Beyonce from the Ring on It gif.
So I think it's a person. Oh, is it Chun-Li?
No.
With her huge thighs?
No.
Oh, God.
Oh, my.
Is it somebody who married the Pokeroo? Why?
Steph is saying she
Uh,
wrote these and she has no idea who this is.
I wrote this and I have no idea.
It's a,
Oh.
is it a,
Oh,
Is it
It's a-
Princess Peach?
is it
No,
a
she wears a
clown?
dress.
no.
it looks like a clown. Is it Doink the Clown from the WWE? Why am I guessing so many WWEs?
man.
All right, that's a face.
Is it Mr.
Okay.
Perfect from the WWE?
Is it a woman? Is it a woman?
Is it Andy Samberg? Is he when he dressed up as Beyonce on Saturday Night Live?
That's it. But give us a clue.
What's with the polka dot legs?
Yeah, why?
I think it's a rash.
Is it? What is that?
Oh, that's
Is it
it.
it's Nelly. It's Nelly. I got it. It's Nelly.
No.
Because you put the Band-Aid on
the Band-Aid.
the eye.
Yeah, that's the
No,
one.
but why is there curly hair? Like what is that?
Is it hair though?
Is it Carrot Top?
No.
Is it Gold Dust from the WWE?
No.
Is it from a video game?
Yes.
Okay.
Is
I
it
will
Fat
say
Princess.
one of the answers that was yelled out was in that franchise.
Oh.
Oh, geez. Now I got to remember things.
Like Cammy or somebody?
There it is.
It's Cammy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep,
Jed,
Cammy.
have you seen Cammy?
Guys, the bathing suit and the legs with the paint for some reason, and the pigtails and the hat.
That looks like a cross between some sort of clown
Yeah, clown.
and
maybe
Beyonce.
Maybe like a Jewish rabbi or something.
Yes. Mazel tov.
Yes.
And then it's got that
Maybe-
like that hip, like that saucy hip thrust.
Yeah, right. You should have went like really absurd and drawn like a cannon plus a drill, and then I'd be like, "Oh, cannon drill, okay, it's Cammy." Oh my gosh, this
Okay,
is great!
so
I
Matt
can't wait to
gets
see
the
the next
point.
one.
That was Matt, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Shout out to you. All right,
Yeah.
let's rewind.
Let's
all
continue this torture for you.
All right.
So guys, now we know how this is going to go. So just get ready.
But I think Matt's cheating because I think he's equally as bad of a drawer, and he gets it
Yeah.
on the same level.
I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like the Rain Man of bad drawing.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's me.
Okay,
man.
here we go.
Okay.
Is it Cammy?
M. Bison. It's a spider.
It's a.
Is it Falco from Star Fox?
Oh man,
Is it Crow from?
Is it
Mystery
Darkwing
Science
Duck?
Theater?
No.
Is it?
What on earth?
It's a rubber duck hatchet.
No.
A rubber duck hatchet.
Maybe if I turn this way.
Darkwing Duck?
No.
I said Darkwing Duck.
It's a
Is it-
turkey.
Is it some sort? Is it
Good
Pikachu?
evening, Mulligan.
Some sort of.
Hey,
Okay.
Mulligan.
Okay.
Is it?
So Pikachu. So we're thinking it's a
I know what
Pokemon?
it is. It's that dude. It's that one.
It's Moltres.
No.
That's the one.
No.
Oh,
no.
it's the one from the cover.
Zapdos. Charizard.
Arcanine.
Yes.
Juno.
There it is. Jason got it. Charizard.
What is it?
Congratulations.
Oh, it is Charizard.
It's guys, look, it's the
Oh,
wings
Jesus.
and the fire coming out.
Well, now that we know it's
Oh.
Charizard, yeah, that makes sense, chat.
Yeah, if
No.
Charizard was a duck.
No, okay. I know it's Charizard, and that still doesn't make sense.
Oh,
Like,
even the
Charizard.
comments
It
guessed
says
Charizard.
Charizard,
Someone in the
yeah.
Oh man.
Ah,
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Jenna says
Hang
that's
on,
an
wait.
eagle. It looks like Zatsu.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
don't,
does.
Don't do the next one. I have to clear these tears out of my eyes.
Oh my.
Actually, Jay,
yeah.
it might help. Keep them there. It might
Yeah.
help.
I'm probably gonna have to do buttons of just these things being drawn super quick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next one up. I'll just show the cup here.
I think this is hurting Jed as much as it's hurting us,
this
so
is
it's okay.
hurting me so much more. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Diglett.
Oh, hold up. That line is bad. Okay.
Oh, that's where you draw the line, eh? No pun intended.
A volcano.
Diglett.
Oh, from Portal.
Oh, GLaDOS.
There
GLaDOS.
it is. Jason got it.
I stole it.
Jason's got 2. Matt's got 1. Congratulations.
ooh,
Oh, I didn't
ooh.
show. So this one was Charizard, the second one.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And the other sheet was GLaDOS. Oh man, my lights are just eating this. All right, so game point for Jason. After
Jay, this
Jason
could
wins,
be your
if
day.
you guys want, we can
I know,
do a
I
couple
know.
more of these for fun.
It's not fair. He's super hydrated.
because I have more
I am.
than enough.
I drank my giant cup of water.
Giant cup of water is not to scale. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys, here comes 3 in a row for me for the win
Okay.
to retain the
Here we
belt.
go.
I'm gonna be really pissed if that happens.
Just don't draw Africa, Jet, because you
Okay.
won't know what it is.
Here we go. Oh jeez. Oh man, I'm completely drawing a
Wait, that
blank
could be Diglett.
at what?
Is it Diglett?
No.
Is it Frogger?
The only time I didn't guess
Hold on,
Diglett, and it's
hold on.
Diglett.
Hold on.
Diglett.
Oh, the Invisible Man.
Okay. Oh nope. Oh man, what is? Okay. Oh man,
I love how all of our heads are tilting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a girl with hair.
Jet,
It's
this is a family.
Oh, it's from Animal Crossing. No?
No, it's not. It's it's KK Slider.
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you're right.
Wow, Jay.
Jason, got it.
I
Okay.
can guess shit drawings. It's great.
So okay, that's game. Jason wins. Congratulations. You get the belt.
Yay!
Congrats,
If
man.
you guys want to
There
do
you
a
go.
couple more for
Over, yeah.
funsies,
Congratulations.
if you want to do a
Yeah,
couple more
yeah.
for funsies, yeah, I've got like a whole stack here. So
All right,
That's
let's
who
do a
I was
couple more.
saying. Isabel.
couple
That's who I thought it was.
Oh, Isabel. She's a
Yeah.
dog too. It works.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not what you think it is. It's a guitar.
Oh yeah, I gotta show these to the camera.
Yeah.
This is KK Slider. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, couple more
Steph-
for fun.
Steph wrote all these.
Yes.
Steph has good taste.
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Parappa the
Rappa
Rapper.
the Rappa.
God, who said that first?
Dang!
Wow.
I think it might have been Matt. I don't know. Yeah.
It was
I think
definitely
it was
Matt.
I think it was
Wow.
Wow.
I like how even
You
that one
can't
also
get that hat wrong.
it also kind of looks like Diglett. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Matt. Diglett.
Oh man.
Brain
Right?
rot.
Oh,
there he
bingo.
is.
There he
For
is.
reference.
Recognizable.
Wow, you guys
Yeah.
nailed it on just that. Good stuff. Okay. Okay, here we go. Next one up. Let's see if we can do this.
Cool spot.
Did you guys play that game? Because I actually love that game.
That was
Yeah,
a great
it was
game.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music is amazing.
Oh yeah.
The stereo guy from the commercial that's sitting in the couch.
From the hi-fi commercial.
Yeah, from the hi-fi commercial.
He's got a big gun.
No,
Or
it's
I
a
think
pointer
it's
figure.
finger.
okay, it's a finger. Was it Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal?
No.
Is it human?
Yes.
Okay.
I would.
Why
I
is he
mean,
pointing?
other than me,
Okay, he's
I
got.
I was really hoping. Okay.
Is it
Okay, wait.
Is it the Joker? No.
Why would he? Who points?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Phoenix Wright.
Yes, it is. There you
Oh, objection!
Yeah, I got you.
go. Yeah,
you.
Phoenix, right?
Nice.
Well done. Yep, now I see it.
Yeah. Mulligan
yeah.
says, "Have you guys ever done a 20 question/headband style game on stream?"
Oh, okay.
No, we have not. We played Codenames a couple of weeks ago, and we will do more board game night streams at some point.
Yeah.
I can write. How would headbands work on stream?
It wouldn't.
Yeah, that
You
would be
could-
yeah, because everyone
I
can
don't
see
know.
everyone's heads, right? So
Yeah.
You could block something out, maybe. I don't
Jenna says that is a bad Phoenix Wright.
know.
She also says she remembers you being a great drawer. Jet, what
yeah.
happened?
What happened? I don't know.
So I'm drawing with a mouse for one. Two, I completely lost my mojo with drawing. I used to draw really well, and then at a certain point, like I couldn't do it anymore, and my drawings are awful now.
We'll blame it on the mouse.
Jenna says, "I
Yeah.
thought that was an Arthur character."
It looks like an Arthur character. She's
Yeah. I got you. Once you drew the tie, I'm like, oh, now I see.
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
thought
that
it
was a
gonna be
tie. I didn't even know that was
movie
a tie.
suspenders.
I thought that was some kind of satchel.
But yes, Mulligan,
A
we'll
merce.
definitely do more party games on stream because they're fantastic.
Wait, are there more drawings?
I've got a couple more if you guys want.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's see a
yeah.
couple more.
Okay,
I
a
want to
couple
see
more.
a couple more.
All right. Okay.
I thought you were gonna leave that on, like it just conveniently worked into your next one.
Phoenix Wright 2.
Yeah, Mulligan says stream overlay where the person guessing has to promise to minimize the Twitch stream.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can do
I guess.
That could work. Yeah.
I think there are certain people in our group that I may not trust with that type of obedience to the rules, but we'll see. All right, next person.
I would adhere.
I know you would.
I didn't hear
Oh,
the
there we go.
rules.
We're narrowing it down.
Saying.
I was like,
We're
I don't-
narrowing
I
it
don't-
down. These guys over
I
here.
wonder
I
who
don't think he's
Kibasa
talking
would be.
about me. Yeah.
All right. All right, next character.
Okay. Rick Sanchez.
Goku.
Oh no, that's got to be Cloud.
Cloud.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
The Buster Sword.
The
gave it away.
Buster Sword, yeah.
Oh,
that was it.
Sora. It could have been Sora, I guess. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so congratulations.
good one.
That was Cloud.
Woo!
I've
Found my
got
game.
3 more here.
Found
Yeah,
my game.
Jason is
You
crushing it
are.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I apologize in advance.
Okay.
And
Let's do this.
go.
An apple.
Cool spot.
Cool spot and Diglett. Jet, just draw them.
Rapunzel. Ariana Grande. Damn it.
I could see it.
These are video game. I don't think Ariana's been in a game, but
She's
I would
in
love
Final
that.
Fantasy Brave Exvius.
oh, okay.
I'm not even joking.
Um,
I like
Yeah,
how they're
she
all
would
wearing
be in that
pantsuits,
game, though. Because that game, all the characters look like her.
Yeah. Why do they have?
Is that the Blade Runner?
no,
Oscar Pistorius?
no.
With a ponytail for some reason?
What's going on with the feet?
Is it Bayonet? No, it's not.
That's why I thought he was the Blade Runner.
Oh, there's 2 guns. Is it Dante? But why is there like really long hair?
Is it
With 2
Tomb Raider?
guns?
Lara Croft?
No, she doesn't have.
Oh, that'd be a good choice.
I'm at this point, guys. I'm just guessing.
That's what I was missing. Was
Okay, now that you've clearly
Uh,
defined the facial features, it makes it easier.
yeah. Okay, wait. There's glasses.
Oh, wait. Does she?
Is it a Harry Potterus?
No. I
Uh,
don't know how much more I can add to this picture.
It's a person with like a wicked mullet.
Is that hair, first of all?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What's coming out of their shirt? Are they made of like hay? Is it a scarecrow?
Keep going.
Are they holding 2 guns? Do they
They
not
are.
have
Yes,
hands?
Those are guns. I thought you
Okay,
guys would have
is
by
it
this
like
point.
Rayman?
No.
2 guns? Does Steph know who it is?
why is she so hairy?
Oh, Tracer.
Is it Tracer?
No.
Oh,
Tracer doesn't have.
I totally
blonde
didn't
hair.
see that in the comments.
Long hair.
It's not Bayonetta.
It's
Is it a
Bayonetta.
girl? Oh, is
It is
it?
Bayonetta.
It's
Oh, someone
Bayonetta.
said.
I said
someone said
Bayonetta.
Bayo. You said it way earlier.
You were
Yeah,
saying
John
it
said it
earlier,
earlier, I
and
think.
you said no. You were like
Oh,
Bayonetta.
fair
No,
enough.
it's not.
Okay,
Yes, that is
fair enough.
Bayonetta. Okay, so
Ugh.
she has defining features. She has like the really long hair. Her
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
suit is made out of hair. She has really tall high heels and
Oh.
2 guns.
I see.
Steph Copper Key cosplay says, "I'm crying. Quality artwork."
I'm crying.
That- I mean, he's selling these later if you guys want to buy them. They make a
Impressive.
good. They make a good piece for your living room or for a gift.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, it's a good price because Jet will pay you to take them.
That's right.
Yeah, right off his hard
Yeah.
drive.
Bayonetta.
Actually, I think Microsoft Paint owns these now because you created them in their
Yes.
software. So we'll see.
Steph is saying merch.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely merch.
Yep. Okay.
So you don't need Laura to make your own emotes. You can just do it yourself. I mean, I might pay for that. I don't know.
I would at this
I would
point.
totally pay for it.
Okay, maybe we'll do one of those as an emote at some point. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got 3 more.
Yeah, let's do them.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Why
As
not?
long as they don't take as long as that one.
Wow. We want another Parappa.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Sonic.
Cool spot. No.
Cole Phelps.
Oh my!
Professor
Man.
Layton.
And with Pat. Side note, I love Professor Layton. He's such a good
Such a good game.
Uh,
Flava Flav?
The old guy from Tekken.
Super Mario. Luigi.
Waluigi.
Waluigi, there it is.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Who said it? That okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
Matt
if this
did.
is the actual score, and John, I don't know if your score is actually 0, but I know.
Yeah, no,
tried that
I
last
sure
time.
did get a couple in there somewhere. I think.
Yeah.
Hey, to be
That's
fair, you did
that's
get a
got
couple
sick.
just after me.
No, I didn't, or I would
Ooh.
have points.
Fighting words. Fighting words.
Yeah, so Waluigi it is. I tried to go with the super skinny and the bow-legged. I felt like
Yeah,
I got you.
if I'd started with the hat, it would have been too obvious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then again, like as Steph was saying beforehand, like it's all dependent on my ability to draw as well. So, okay,
She placed a lot of faith
Sure.
in you.
yeah,
Yeah.
2 more,
Yeah.
2 more.
Okay.
It's not too late, Steph.
Mm,
Oh, this has got to be cool spot.
That's got to be a cool spot. Yeah.
Is it
Chop,
Toad?
chop, 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 Master Onion.
Is it Cartman?
oh.
Computer's freezing.
I'm only gonna. I was wanting to tell you guys the new Dragon Sorcerer's Chick and Paladins is pretty amazing. Okay, we'll have to try that out at some point. I know they announced a new character in Overwatch, Baptiste. He looks really dope.
Baptiste. Pac-Man.
Paperboy. Oh,
More guns.
Oh man, I've completely messed up the perspective here.
What's going on with them hands?
is it James Bond and Goldeneye?
No,
Is it Max Payne?
no,
2 guns. Dante.
no.
Siphon filter.
No. Oh man,
The guy from Devil May Cry? No.
I'm gonna apologize in advance. I'm going. Does this make a difference?
Is it Snake
No.
with the booty?
Is that a butt? I don't understand.
Yeah. Why is it?
Is it Buttman?
Look, I
It's
ran out
a-
of space. I'm trying to draw some features.
It's a minion. It's a minion.
Yeah, yeah. With the guns.
Yeah.
It's a assault minion.
No.
Is it Tracer?
Yes, it's Tracer.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
God, I know she has like the goggle things, the 2 guns, and then like I was hoping you'd get it before then, but then you didn't.
Oh,
so-
hang on. Jenna also coincidentally said Tracer.
'Cause she's like,
I didn't. Now that I've officially looked at that.
Sure.
All right, last one.
All right.
Jenna.
Okay.
Assist.
Can whoever gets it right next post it directly to me before you put it on the Boss Rush chat?
Private message.
Yeah, please.
And go.
Oh, this one's got to be cool spot.
God, I want to play that game now.
God
Kano.
of War.
Ares got to work.
Kratos.
Kratos, there it is.
Ah, how did I not get
Wait,
that?
hold on. Did someone say Kato?
I said Kano.
Oh, Kano. Oh, from
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
It
Oh,
was
okay,
just
okay,
a
okay,
circle and a
Yeah.
metal eye. Kano.
I know you said Kato, like the witness in the O.J. Simpson trial.
No, Kano.
Keto diet. Yes, my favorite character from.
Gosh. Oh my
Kano.
gosh.
Oh, I remember Kano.
Yeah. That's
All right, that
Didn't he have the metal face? Wasn't that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
why
you're not
people-
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my God of War, Kratos there.
That was a good one.
Thank you, Steph, for putting that
Mm.
together. Congratulations, Jason, on your win.
Yes.
You were
Jay,
awesome at
congratulations.
this. Finally getting the belt.
13 episodes.
Well done.
I'm
And-
still really bitter about losing the Spider-Man one,
Mm.
by the way.
All right.
It's okay. I think I just won that one by the skin of my teeth, Jay, so it's okay.
Yeah. Fair enough. We'll always have Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
Ooh.
Just this one now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
All right, that is going to do it for this episode of Boss Rush. Thank you so much, guys.
Excellent.
Matt, John, Jason. Anything you guys want to plug before we get out of here? We'll start with you, Matt.
Not a thing.
Okay. John?
Not really a plug, but just one more thing I wanted to mention earlier is that I downloaded Inside for the Switch,
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
and I'm loving this game all over again.
Oh.
It is such a fun game to play, and I recommend anybody try it. It's like $12 or something on the Switch right now. It's not expensive, and it's definitely something that you can get lost in, and it's a lot of fun.
I could have grabbed video so we could talk about that during the
I
video.
know, I forgot, but I'm throwing it in as like a little nugget of
Oh, there it is.
Just draw
Oh, yeah.
inside.
just draw it.
Just animate it in real time, Jack.
I did.
I messed up.
Yeah.
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 And Jason, I know you've been very busy of late.
I have been relatively for me. So I redid down.
Oh, you
Stuff.
cut out there right there. Can you
Oh,
start from the
oh.
top?
Can you hear me again? I'm
Yes. Yeah.
good. I redid all of Downstab. I was redoing the whole site. It's still up, work in progress. But I have a piece up about Starlink and God of War we talked about today.
Mhm.
I literally just wrote about Fire Emblem Heroes, which is now 2 years old, and I linked my accounts with Instagram too. So all my posts and stuff on there are showing up. So yeah, visit Downstab. It's fresh and new.
Awesome.
It looks
great.
great too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it looks
Oh,
great.
thank you,
Great.
thank you.
Really glad to see you active again. Because I loved reading your stuff back in the day, and
Yeah.
I thought Overwatch had completely sucked your soul. Because like I feel like once you started playing that game, then the writing just like disappeared. And I was like, is Jason going to put down Overwatch so he can write again?
Yeah. No, it wasn't even that. It was just work, honestly. So, but yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're back at it.
Jason's living his best life now. He's creating again. He's engaged. It's a beautiful thing.
He has the Boss Rush belt.
He's got the
I do.
belt, man. Wow.
The belt is here.
It's all
Can you
coming up,
like
Millhouse.
put your
It's
hand
over
up?
here.
Can you put your hand up like you were posing with your ring? Like do the whole like, yeah. Hold on. Put it more in the center of the camera. Yeah, and then, yeah. No, stop moving it. Stop moving it.
I'm
Put it
trying.
on-
I'm trying. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm
Keep
going
going.
back.
Keep going. And like
This is taking way too long.
there. Stop moving. There. That's the shot right there. Yeah.
Bingo. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the
All
one.
right.
Awful.
I was like Avatar level CGI there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, where'd you get that custom Boss Rush wedding
Yeah,
ring?
yeah,
That's amazing.
wow.
Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of merch,
Yeah.
Yeah. When are we going to see those pics come up?
Yeah. Maybe at some point. All right. I guess before I don't even remember. I know I have a bunch of stuff scheduled for the website in thirdperson.com. I don't. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's something I talk about. On Thursday, the Toronto Guild for Extra Life is doing a kickoff party at the Sick Kids Hospital, and I will be there. So I'm going to be
Nice.
taking a
Cool.
bunch of pictures, and we'll get some more information on what's going on with this year's program. And I hope you guys can all join me in helping to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network.
absolutely.
Great.
Cool.
Yes. Definitely.
And I'll probably be streaming tomorrow as well. I have no idea what I'm streaming though. Any suggestions?
You should
more
stream-
Pictionary?
Just
should
more
stream
Pictionary. Just
Just stream Drawful on your
move
phone.
over Jim
Yes.
Lee. It's just going to be the jet drawing stuff all
That's
the
it.
time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
24-hour drawing on the in third person stream. Yeah.
All right, great.
Yep.
I don't know. What should I draw? I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna start drawing here in the meantime, and otherwise we're gonna wrap up the show here. So until
Is it
next
cool
time.
spot?
Yes,
It
it's
is Cool
Spot.
Spot.
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations, John. You get a point.
Yay!
All right.
Gets one eye.
Let's get out of here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Player Randy. Thank you, Steph, for
Thanks,
the game.
everybody.
Thank you,
Yeah, thanks,
Mulligan.
Steph.
And we're out of here.
And
Bye.
Gore Chase too.
Yeah, Gore Chase. Yeah, thank you, Gore Chase, for the follow. Thank you, Ice Cream Mikey, for the follow. And let's get out of here when I can find the end. Did I? Oh, here it is. All right, and we're out. Bye, everybody.
Boom.
Just keep